This is Geography second lesson, Weather and Climate. Weather. Weather is the day-to-day conditions of the atmosphere at any place as regards sunshine, temperature, cloud, wind, fog condition, air pressure, humidity, precipitation and such other elements. Precipitation means rainfall. Weather is the day-to-day conditions of the atmosphere. Weather is nothing but daily condition of the atmosphere is called weather. Climate. Climate is generally defined as the average conditions of the weather of a place or a region. The average atmospheric conditions are determined by measuring the weather elements for a long period of time, which is usually for 35 years. We must observe one place atmospheric condition for 35 years and 40 years. That is called climate. Controlling factors of weather and climate. Which factors control the weather and climate? Angle of the sun's rays, length of daytime, altitude, distribution of land and water bodies, direction of mountain ranges, air pressure, wind and ocean currents are the major factors affect the weather and climate. So, these all are the major factors. These factors affect the weather and climate. The earth is spherical in shape, so the sun's rays fall unevenly on the earth's surface. What is the shape of our earth? Spherical shape. So, due to this spherical shape, sun's rays fall unevenly on the earth's surface. The polar regions receive slanting sun's rays. So, what is called polar regions? In our atlas, north side and south side is called polar region. What is the north side? Arctic Circle. What is located in the south side? Antarctic Circle. Arctic Circle is located in the north side. Antarctic Circle is located in the south side. So, these two circles are called polar regions. So, these polar regions receive very lowest sun's rays. So, vertical sun's rays fall directly on regions around the equator. So, around the equator, vertical sun rays fall. So, what is the vertical sun rays? Direct sun rays. Hence, the climate is very hot and almost no winter. So, the equator place enjoys very hot climate and there is no winters in that region. Elements of weather and climate. Temperature, rainfall, pressure, humidity and wind are the major elements of weather and climate. First, we are going to see about temperature. Temperature is one of the key elements of weather and climate. What is the key element of weather and climate? Temperature. The earth and its atmosphere get heated from the sun through insolation. The degree of heat present in the air is termed as temperature. We are telling 31 degrees Celsius, 28 degrees Celsius. This is called temperature. The temperature influences the level of humidity, the process of evaporation, condensation and precipitation. Humidity means water vapor. Evaporation means process of turning from liquid to vapor. Condensation means moisture. Precipitation means rainfall. Heat energy from solar radiation is received by the earth through three mechanisms. So, now we are going to see the three mechanisms. The three mechanisms are radiation, conduction and convection. Radiation means emission of energy. Conduction means the act of conducting. Convection means the act of conveying. Factors affecting the distribution of temperature. Latitude, altitude, nature of land, ocean currents, prevailing winds, slope, shelter, distance from the sea, natural vegetation, soil. These factors affect the distribution of temperature. Latitude is nothing but on the earth some imaginary lines are drawn by human beings. Horizontal imaginary lines are called latitudes and vertical imaginary lines are called longitude. So altitude means height of an object from the sea level. So this latitude, altitude, nature of land, ocean, wind, slope, shelter, distance from the sea, natural vegetation and soil. These all factors affect the distribution of temperature. Measuring temperature. The temperature of a unit volume of air at the given time is measured in scales like Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin. Meteorologist measures the temperature by thermometer. Stevenson screen and minimum and maximum thermometer. So this is one type of thermometer, maximum and minimum thermometer. Next we are going to see about the mean temperature. The average of maximum and minimum temperature within 24 hours is called mean temperature. So what is mean temperature? Average of maximum and minimum temperature is called mean temperature. Diurnal range of temperature is the difference between maximum and minimum temperature of a day. That one particular day, what is the difference between maximum and minimum temperature? This is called diurnal range of temperature. Next, annual range of temperature. It is nothing but difference between highest and lowest mean monthly temperatures of a year. This annual means what? Yearly. Okay. Annual range of temperature is nothing but difference between highest and lowest monthly temperature of a year. The distribution of temperature is shown by means of isotherms. So boys, this is a very important 2-mark question. Isotherm. What is isotherm? These isotherms are imaginary lines which connect the same temperatures of different places. These isotherms connect the same temperatures at different places. At different places, we can enjoy different types of temperature. Yes or no? So, these isotherms connect these all places at different temperatures. Heat zones of the earth. The fact that the earth is spherical in shape results in different parts of the earth getting heated differently. Our earth enjoys different temperature in different parts. Based on the heat received from the sun, earth is divided into 3 heat zones. So based on this heat, our earth is divided into 3 heat zones. First one is torrid zone, second one is temperate zone, third one is frigid zone. So what is torrid zone? It is a region between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. So see this picture, the center part is red line is called equator. Above the red line, one green line is there, no, that is called Tropic of Cancer. So under that red line, one green line is there, no, that is called Tropic of Cancer. So that yellow part is called frigid zone. Arctic circle is called frigid zone. Downside, Antarctic circle, that yellow line, that is called frigid zone. So first one, torrid zone. It is a region between the Tropic of Cancer. See this picture, you can understand easily. Region between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. This part is called torrid zone. This region receives the direct rays of the sun. We already seen, no? This equator place, around this equator place, all parts receive the direct vertical rays of the sun. So this is a very hot region. Second one is temperate zone. See this picture. This zone lies between Tropic of Cancer and Antarctic circle in the northern hemisphere, and between the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic circle in the southern hemisphere. So this zone gets the slanting rays. This zone gets the slanting. Last one, frigid zone. The frigid zone lies between the Arctic circle and the North Pole, and between the Antarctic circle and the South Pole. This region also known as the polar region. This region receives the extremely low temperature. This is the very coldest region. Next one, rainfall. Rainfall is a liquid water in the form of droplets that have condensed from atmospheric water vapor and then become heavy enough to fall under gravity. Rain is a major component of the water cycle. and is responsible for depositing most of the fresh water on the earth. So, what is the major component of the water cycle? Yes, rain. Rain is responsible for the depositing of the major fresh water on the earth. It is the source of water for all purpose. There is a close relationship between the temperature and rainfall distribution. So, there is one close relationship between which and which, temperature and rainfall. Rainfall is measured by rain gauge. So, how we can measure the rainfall? We can measure the rainfall through rain gauge. Next one, air pressure. The weight of air above a given area on the earth's surface is called atmospheric pressure or air pressure. The weight of the air above the given area. So, what is the air pressure? The weight of the air above the given area is called air pressure. Based on the level of pressure, it is categorized into low pressure area and high pressure area. Low pressure area is an area in the atmosphere where the pressure is lower. Very lower pressure is there, that is called low pressure area. If there is higher pressure is there, that is called high pressure area. Low pressure system is marked as L. High pressure system is marked as high. Why? What is the first letter for low? Yes, L. So, low pressure is marked by L. What is the first letter for high? Yes, H. So, high pressure is marked by H. High pressure system is called anticyclones. Low pressure system is called depression and cyclones. So, due to low pressure, what is formed? Cyclones are formed. Due to high pressure, anticyclones are formed. Low pressure leads to cloudiness, wind and precipitation. So, this low pressure leads to cloudiness. That means we saw many clouds on the sea. Wind and precipitation. Wind and precipitation. Precipitation means rainfall. High pressure leads to calm weather, very mild weather. Isobar is used to show the distribution of air pressure. So, isobar is nothing but distribution of air pressure is called isobar. We already seen about isotherm. What is isotherm? Isotherms are imaginary lines which connect the same temperature at different places. Measuring of air pressure. Meteorologist uses barometer to measure the air pressure. So, what is the instrument? Barometer. Next, we are going to see about humidity. Humidity refers to the degree of water vapor present in the atmosphere. Humidity is nothing but degree of water vapor present in the atmosphere, that is called humidity. Specific humidity is the ratio of the water vapor content of the mixture to the total air content on a mass basis. So, this specific humidity is nothing but ratio of water vapor. Absolute humidity is the mass or weight of water vapor present per unit volume of the air. So, this absolute humidity is nothing but actual humidity, that is a weight of water vapor. Relative humidity is a ratio between the actual amount of water vapor present in the air and the maximum amount of water vapor. This relative humidity is nothing but ratio between the actual amount of water vapor and present amount of water vapor. Measurement of humidity. Hygrometer is used to measure the humidity. So, which instrument used to measure the humidity? Hygrometer. Next, we are going to see about wind. The horizontal movement of air is called wind. Vertical movement of air is said as air current. So, horizontal movement is called wind and vertical movement is called air current. These winds move from high pressure to low pressure. Boys, we already known about this. Winds always move from high pressure area to low pressure area. The wind systems are broadly categorized into three as follows. There are three major types of wind system: planetary winds, seasonal winds and local winds. First, we are going to see about planetary winds. Planetary winds are the ones which blow almost in the same direction throughout the year. Planetary winds always blow same direction throughout the year. Seasonal winds are those which change their direction according to the season. Seasonal winds are nothing but these seasonal winds change their direction according to the season. Local winds are the winds blow over a small area only during a particular time of a day or a short period of a year. Local winds are nothing but these winds are the winds blow over a small area. These winds blow over a small area only, but during a particular time of a day or a short period of a year. The Beaufort scale is a scale for measuring wind speed. Measuring wind direction and speed. Meteorologist measures the wind direction using wind vane and weathercock. Our meteorologist used wind vane and weathercock for measuring the direction of the wind. Wind speed is measured by anemometer. How we can measure the wind speed? By anemometer. Metrograph or triple register is an instrument which records wind speed. Metrograph or triple register is an instrument for using record a wind speed and direction, sunshine and precipitation. So what is the meaning of precipitation? Rainfall. Thank you.